When people think of homelessness, they typically think of adults, and there are, on any given night, 1,500 people experiencing homelessness in Albuquerque, and many of which are families. But the families are the ones that you don't see because they're in cars, they're doubled up, they're in some of the shelters. The kids are virtually unseen. But there are homeless children in every public school in our city, and that's the population that we serve. Saranam is a 2-year housing and education program for homeless families in Albuquerque. Our mission is to empower families to end their homelessness through housing, education, and community support. We provide 2 years of a fully furnished apartment for free while adults work full-time on increasing their education so they can increase their earning potential. We also provide a year of life skills classes and support so that while they're increasing their vocation and their employment opportunities, they're also learning how to be stable, and their families are becoming more able to sustain the changes that they're making in their lives. When we work with a family, we're not only working with the parent, but we're making changes within the whole system that really lasts for generations. So when a family comes into our program, the adults get into school, the adults get into their life skills programs, and the kids also go to school or their daycare programs, and their kids learn about what it's like to be a stable family for sometimes the first time in their life. And they're also able to get into extracurricular activities, sports and scouts and those kinds of things that typical kids get to do because they live in the same place. They're not moving around and they're not living in crisis anymore. The other thing that we are doing currently is we are working, because we have 43 children in our program now, we are working to expand our programming for children to include more therapeutic, targeted family activities with the children by adding a staff person, by building a playground on our site, by doing a lot more programming centered around the children and families than we currently do. We have some right now, but we're really wanting to expand that because we know if we can reach those children and the parents, then we really have done a great job of changing the life of that family.
And the success stories, one after the other after the other. It's a model that works. And not only with parenting, it breaks the cycle for everyone. It breaks that cycle for all of the children and all of the adults. And when you look at when you look at drug use or that, they made bad choices. What were they raised with? When I look at their backgrounds, what choices did they have? They had very few choices. When their father was addicted to heroin, when their mother's addicted to meth, when that was part of their lives, they'd go to parties and there were drug deals. But now we can break that cycle for their children. They're ready to work hard, and we can break that for their children. And that's what's wonderful to see and hopeful.